You know, it's one of those days where it's a little breezy and you just want to like bake all day long, but I'm a raw foodist, so like, why am I baking? Well, I want to show you the treats. I want to show you the fun things that you can eat and enjoy. If you're paleo, if you're a raw foodist, you can change up the recipe a pinch, but these are great recipes. And today I'm going to show you how to make almond bread, because that's the second most requested recipe that we have when it comes to baking. Now, mind you, we eat most of our food raw. So we have smoothies all the time and salads all the time, and we dehydrate and we ferment and we make all these living foods, but there's nothing greater than a warm, fluffy muffin. And if you want that piece of bread, what kind of bread do you eat? Oh my gosh, I want to eat not almost all the bread that's out there, because I don't want to eat any grain that's been genetically modified. And I talk all the time on diabetes and on sugar and on candida and on cancer, and there's no way I'm going to put a bunch of grain into my body. I just don't do that. So these recipes are grain free. Now this recipe is an almond flour bread. So its basis is almond, a little bit of coconut flour, and then some flaxseed meal. And then I use eggs. And again, I know that I haven't used a lot of eggs in my life because I've been pretty much vegan, but I have chickens running around my backyard that eat all organically and they leave me eggs. And so this is a recipe that I made because I have a daughter who really couldn't have any grain, and eggs tested just fine for her. So this has become a really yummy bread that we make in our home. And so this is what I did today, and I made you one earlier today because I wanted you to see it when it was finished. But we're going to go ahead and put the base is 3 cups of almond flour. Now if you're not paleo and you can still do some grain, you're welcome to put 2 cups of almond flour and 1 cup of rice flour. You can always mix things up a little bit, but you need to be careful because certain flours need a lot more water. So if you're using coconut flour or potato flour, you're going to need to add more liquid. So this is just 3 cups of almond flour. And then again, if you haven't seen how easy it is to make flaxseed meal, you can make any flour this way except for coconut flour, which I guess you could make if you dehydrated the coconut first, but I don't do that. I just buy it. So this is flaxseed meal done in seconds, and you're just going to put, and you can do that on high, the more flaxseed meal you want it. Now flaxseed meal is full, this is fresh flaxseed meal, and it is full of oil, but you will want to put this flaxseed meal in the freezer or the refrigerator, so you can take it and pop it in the freezer or the refrigerator if it's going to take you a while to eat. But you can pop 1 or 2 tablespoons of that into all your morning drink and get this wonderful oil. So you're going to put about 1/4 cup of flaxseed meal in that recipe, and then I already have coconut flour and the baking soda already pre-measured, so I'm going to put those in there. And I always mix up my dry ingredients first, which you should also. As a matter of fact, you'll find that a lot of my recipes you can make in a blender. I'm like, throw it all in the blender. I mean, it's going to be easy anyways, and it just is wonderful. My carrot cake recipes and a lot of my recipes you can make in the blender. And I'm going to add oil. I usually use a tea seed oil, but I'm out of stock, so you can use another replacement oil. I'm just using an organic olive oil that I have in my food storage. I'm adding the 10 eggs. You can use an egg replacer, easy with that. I did a lot of egg replacers. I loved using, Bob's Mill has a good egg replacer. There's quite a few of them that you can get that are soy-free as well. This is going to need 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And remember, apple cider vinegar is going to help trigger the baking soda to react. So you're going to get some kind of height to this. I like it sweet, not too sweet. So I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of honey. You can add a couple tablespoons of honey or leave the honey completely out. And then I mix it, and that's it. And so this becomes your very easy almond bread recipe. And it's not going to look like you don't need this kind of bread. You just dump it into a pan. And I'm going to tell you a couple tricks, because this bread, you just go ahead and dump into your greased pan. I grease my pan. So this is my bread pan. I've got several of them, and I will go ahead and lightly coat this with oil and then put almond flour in it so it makes a non-stick. And then I will go ahead and put this into that pan. One thing you want to know, when you're making a full loaf of bread, especially when it's dense like this, you will get it browner on the top because it has to cook on the inside. If you pull it out when it's this nice little light brown, you're going to have parts that are not cooked well, and this is cooked really well. So you can simply remove the crust if you don't like that brown, or if it's a little bit more toasted to your flavor, but all the rest of it is great. Matter of fact, I had it on this pretty plate displayed for you so you can look at this beautiful bread, and it's gone. Who ate my piece of bread? That's Belle. Belle ate my bread. I think she comes over just to eat all my bread. And Julia ate the muffins before you got here. Anyhow, but that's it. It holds together really nice. You can put anything on it. Obviously, honey and a spread is great. I still will like to grill sandwiches. One of my favorite sandwiches. Oh, it's over already. is a grilled sandwich. So what I'll do is I'll take vegetables and I'll lightly saute them, and then I'll put them on those pieces of bread, and then I'll lightly toast it on each side. Oh, it's amazing. So your toasted vegetable sandwiches are great. And again, enjoy that great green smoothie. Enjoy that big huge salad. My salad lunch is sitting around the corner here. And then do something fun if you want in the evening, or just make one of these recipes if you're looking for that little warm touch during the winter months. Anyhow, you enjoy the rest of your day. If you don't have a copy of our cookbook, oh my gosh, you have to get that. I forgot to show it to everybody. So that's our cookbook. So make sure you grab that. That's our family. We're here to help, and leave a message down below. We do get to them a few times a week. I'm sorry I don't answer every day, but I try my hardest. My son's getting married in a couple days, and so we're just baking away so he can bring some goodies with us. You have a wonderful rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow.